Alright, God bless you guys out there. Playing around with the back screen here, having a little fun. First of all, I want to give Alex Stewart a happy birthday out there. It's his birthday today. God bless you. And touch bases on yesterday's podcast, going over worrying, and explaining that and how it cuts your anxiety down. Throw a couple little things in there. Smoking, drinking alcohol, and drinking caffeine will actually uh, cause more anxiety on you. Getting rid of doing some of that will actually decrease your anxiety a little bit. Caffeine, they say, if after your last drink or whatever, it can still affect you 48 hours afterwards. So if you got bad anxiety or something, you got an issue with it or something. And I don't know if I went through. There's 7 different anxieties, so 7 different labels of anxiety that you could have, and it might take 2-3 days going without before you see an effect that you're much calmer without drinking caffeine. But speaking of caffeine, what you want to do is before you start drinking your coffee in the morning is drink a glass of water. A couple of benefits. One, when that coffee wears off, it's going to kind of cause you to crash down. And drinking that water is going to keep you from feeling that way so much. So it's going to benefit you a little bit there. But mainly, your brain's made up of 75% water. And throughout the night, I talked about that on a podcast. Your brain works throughout the night when you're sleeping, and it's going to dehydrate your brain. So in the morning when you drink that water, it's going to refresh your brain, and it's going to help you out throughout the day, help you with your focus and stuff. Just a glass of water is all it takes, and a glass of ice water help wake you up too. What you want to do to give yourself it doesn't take much. Give yourself just 60 seconds apiece when you first wake up. Sit on the edge of the bed, just kind of breathe. Before chaos gets started, before the world needs you, just do a little breathing exercise, nothing special. And workout. While you're making your coffee's brewing, do 30 seconds of jumping jacks. That's going to help you out a lot. And if you stay consistent doing this, you're going to see an improvement over the next few days. It might take a few days to get there. It doesn't happen overnight, but little workouts will bring you a long ways. One thing you don't want to be doing is drinking caffeine or power shakes or doing any workout after 2-3 p.m. They say 2 p.m. I kind of stretch it to 3 because I want to do a little stretch out at 3, but we'll see how that goes. Because if you do your main workout in the morning, like some people do it for an hour and do a huge workout in the morning, that's the best time to do it because that's what's going to give you the most energized. And by doing workouts and just little ones, it's going to help you focus throughout the day. It's going to open your brain up and be more energized. You're going to feel better. And doing workouts in the morning will actually help you put you in a deeper sleep at nighttime too. So you'd have a better sound sleep throughout the night. And then your goal is to sleep 7 to 9 hours, So try to get that. Just making a little quick video here to touch off on that and wish Alex a happy birthday. And also to remind you guys, on my last video I had a question. If you can figure out what I have on my dog here, a little spiritual, has something to do with Jesus. If you notice something that you see, it could be 2 words, it could be 1 word. The first word would be a color, so it's not needed. The second word is what I'm looking for, the main word. It only has to be 1 word. And I'll show you a few pictures here. And it's not perfect, it doesn't look perfect. And I'll tell you too, I went 8 years before I ever noticed this about Scoobies. And I had a better picture too that looks so neat, almost like this one, but you can't really see it in this one. you can only see part of it. That's a little clue for you. And the closer we get to the 10th, I'll try to give that away at 10th if somebody got the question answered. And there's more than one. We'll put the names in a hat and draw. But and unfortunately, AI keeps erasing a bunch of my pictures, especially the one I got that I proved where Satan's name equals 666. I know that name, and that's pretty cool. But we'll get on that, and maybe I'll talk about my testimony about Scooby's, how he's a little spiritual dog, and how he brought me closer to God. And that's pretty cool little story, a little testament there. And basically just doing a quick video here to touch bases on that. I thought it was pretty important, get that glass of water in the morning, and your brain smoothie too. They're like fish, avocado, make this. It's gonna make me puke. I don't think I'm gonna try it. But V8, and I forgot all about V8. That's gonna help you out a lot too. Drink some V8, before you head into work. I used to do that when I worked down in Texas. I worked for Don. He's a neighbor across the road where I was staying, and we did heating and cooling. We did commercial, and I got to drive around all around the northern part of Texas mainly, doing heating and cooling. And I'd always crash. Yeah, he'd pick me up. I'd go out and I'd sleep till we get there. I'm hungover. I used to drink a lot, and I'd be totally hungover. And I'd tell him we need to stop by the store and get my drinks. I'd get a Nestle Quick strawberry milkshake. I'd put some something on my stomach, and then I'd get my V8, and that'd wake me up. And I don't know if you remember those commercials back in the day, but if you're walking sideways, drink a V8, and it'll straighten you out. But thought I'd share that with you. Make a little quick podcast here. You guys, it's a stressful time right now in the season. So be safe, be careful. Don't let things get to you. Just kind of take a deep breath and try to let it go. Hopefully I'll make my podcast here about my anger and how I exploded on somebody and how I turned around and fixed it and approached the situation in a different way, in a different spot. And it's really neat, but hopefully you guys check these out. Hopefully you can, I'll try to make some short podcasts and see if you can't get that answered so you can win the hoodie. I got that hoodie here, and I showed that in my last podcast about worrying, which takes away anxiety by 75%. If you can control your worry, and you can take away 75% of your anxiety. If you can take away 75% of your anxiety, or if you can take away anxiety, control your anxiety, it'll take 75% of your worries away too. So, touch bases on that. Wish Alex Stewart a happy birthday. God bless you all. Stay safe. And don't let them get to you. God bless you all.